What's up, Tiger Gang? This is JT here from the Poco Moonshine family. We're back again with another episode of Chatting with Carnivores. Today we got Sam from Carnivore Pioneers. How you doing, Sam?
I'm doing great. How are you, Jay?
I'm doing real good, man. And you guys, man, he's a warrior. He really is, man. He is up at 2 a.m. his time because my goofy butt didn't realize he was in another country. Netherlands, though, right?
Yeah, true.
Right. Yep, and so but that's where we're gonna get started. But so he's a trooper, he's up early for us and he's here to share his story. So shout out to you, Sam. Where are you from and where are you at, bud?
Well, currently I'm in the Netherlands. Originally, I'm from Egypt. It's a country in North Africa. And maybe all of you, or maybe most of you, know about it through the pyramids and
Hmm.
camels, deserts, and all of this stuff.
Have you seen the pyramids?
Yeah, of course.
Are they real or are they is it like a big floaty with air plugged in and it
Well, sometimes I think that Elon Musk has some logic when he says that it's built by aliens. So,
Yeah,
so
honestly,
it's
like
a miracle.
that's the rumor, and I'm just waiting for the government, our U.S. government here, to put out all the facts and let me know who built those damn things.
Yeah, it's going weird now in your side because a lot of UFO discovered now and a lot of people talking about it. So maybe soon we'll find some facts.
Yeah, on that, it's funny they got hearings and they've got all the evidence on where they're keeping these craft and who's holding them and stuff. So the gig is up. It's just a matter of time. We're gonna get the cameras in there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah. Who knows? Who knows? Maybe one day one of these guys behind you will become a real human.
Yes, yeah. You never know. So, how did you grow up, Sam? What was your story?
Well, it's kind of a tough journey and a long ride. So, anytime you feel that it's too much what I'm saying, just try to stop me because I might get some emotions. I mean, basically, my life wasn't that easy or normal to similar to anyone else. Well, I grew up between two countries. My family was immigrants or was immigrating to Kuwait, which is another rich country in the Gulf area of in the Middle East. And they had some business, which is a restaurant. It was a family restaurant, and this is where I grew up as a child, working in this restaurant with my father, supporting the family, working for around 10 to 12 hours a day. And where I came from, the culture that if you are a man or a male, you have a lot of responsibilities, even if you are a child. If you have a child or the male, you are obliged as a father to grow him to be tough. So you should be getting yourself in tough situations, many tough situations. So I was spending couple of 1 year in Kuwait, another year in Egypt, and going back and forth. That kind of destroyed my childhood because I couldn't make many friends. I, I was always on the move, going back and forth. So this one thing. The other thing that my childhood, because of this restaurant, we always depend on junk food. You talk a lot about the American standard diet, but I would like to call it it's a worldwide standard diet
Yeah.
because basically the American culture is exported everywhere. And in Kuwait, we were eating Burger King, we were eating McDonald's, KFC, all of the stuff you eat. Uh,
Really?
we were drinking Pepsi and cola instead of water. So that made a huge, profound problems in my health and in my body because since my childhood, I am a fat boy who just barely eat something which is not a lot, like not a big quantity of food, and yet I am still fat. My peers, because of maybe different genetic or something, they can eat more than me, but they still look slim and healthy. So yeah, this is one of the reasons. The other issue as well was that this life, moving from place to another, having a tough father, being the oldest son of my father, being a male, it's a lot of responsibility in terms of inheritance, inheriting the business, running the business, learning about business. He made me responsible for a lot of big stuff when I was like 8, 9 years old. Being a cashier when I was 9 years old, counting money. He was lecturing me or even testing me sometimes about doing the budget of the of the restaurant when I was 9 or around 10 years old. And from that culture, it's kinda you need to be harsh somehow as a father, and kinda I understand it because this is how he grew up and this is what he thought that it was right. But now I know, of course, it's wrong. No one should do that, but I understand his position anyway. Yeah, I started, but the bright side that he was always investing in me, in my learning. So in 2000 and 1992, 98, I started to learn programming, Visual Basic, for example, and Access and Microsoft Office. I started my first ever website in 2001, and it was a VB bulletin form. It was a form actually, and it was very successful for a year. But because of this moving a lot between the two countries, I couldn't manage that for long. Long story short, I we moved to Egypt because of the Iraqi war when the U.S. started to an attack on Saddam Hussein in Iraq. Saddam somehow spread a rumor that he will strike in Kuwait because Kuwait is a neighbor and it has an American military base there. So somehow we insisted to leave Kuwait forever. We left as a family forever, but we delegated my cousin to run our business there. And yeah, so it was kind of a transformation from both from this situation to Egypt to be living permanently there. This transformation opened my eye on a lot of stuff like the diet, the food, how people treat food. My father was very healthy man. He was always doing sport. He had a huge muscle mass on his body, but unfortunately, he was a smoker, and that he had a lot of problems because of genetics as well. Some like liver disease were spread in his generation, all of his generation, because of some medical vaccination issue. And yeah, so he died at the age 58. So he passed away at that age, and then I became the man of the family. I became responsible for my sisters, brothers, and mother. I became responsible as I'm in his shoes. I was responsible for all of our money together because even till now, till the moment, none of us has an independent financial situation. Like all of our money is together still now, and we're not planning to separate it till now. So yeah, and it was a tough situation because at that time when he passed away, I got myself involved in politics because we had a revolution in 2011 in Egypt. We had a dictator who was ruling the country for 30 years. And before the revolution, within 2 years, I got imprisoned as a political prisoner when I was 19 years old. I was tortured, and this is how it works there. But then 2 years later, revolution started, and I participated. I was kind of very active, organizing protests, writing articles, appearing on media, and then 2 years later, after the revolution, the military took over again, did a coup, another against an elected president, and then the old regime came back to power and started to target anyone who was active during the revolution. Basically, they were having revenge from us because of the revolution. So I became targeted. I had to flee to escape Egypt. I didn't want to be a refugee. So I chose a country which no refugee choose because it's a very poor country. It's it doesn't provide anything to a person if the person become a refugee, like no shelter, no housing, nothing. So I got some money and I just said I'm gonna go to that country and start a business and live there. I didn't seek asylum from the first month because there is some stereotypes about refugees, especially here in Europe, maybe also in the US. I didn't want to be categorized in this stereotype, so I said, okay, I'm gonna start a business. I have some business and some knowledge about business, so I'm gonna do something there. I started a business. It became very successful. It grew so much, and then I started another one. I started the third one. The third business was a real estate agency, and it grew to the point that I got threatened by the mafia because it's Eastern Europe. I'm talking basically about Georgia. It's a country in Eastern Europe, not Georgia Savannah, which is the one you have in the US. So I got threatened by the mafia. I got deported from the country. I got blocked from entering the country. I tried to enter like 2 times last month. I traveled to Armenia to enter from the land borders, but they rejected my entry for no reason. And I'm planning a video on that soon, but it will be on my business channel, the other one of the businesses channels, not on the diet channel. So yeah, and then what I had to do, I found myself nowhere. I lost my business in the country. I lost my any access to my bank account in the country. I
Mhm.
lost my apartment there, my car, everything. So basically, I found myself losing everything around 6 years of hard work, and yeah, nothing. I have nothing, but I still, at that point, I got depressed. I started to, because, yeah. And then I started to smoke, eat, do not care about my health at all, do not go to gym, do not do anything. And then I had to seek asylum. No way again, because this time I'm totally broke. I don't have enough finance to support or to fund any project or any business anywhere. I have documents that prove my ownership for stuff in a country which doesn't allow me in to solve my issue. And then 2 days after being deported, they closed my bank account.
Mhm.
So, oh, and they took the money. So
Oh, of course.
yeah. So I came to the Netherlands and I started to seek asylum. I became an asylum seeker. I lived in a refugee camp for 14 months in a refugee camp in a basically 1 meter room, one by two square meter room. For you, it would be like, because you do with feet, so maybe 5 or 6 feet room, so something like that. So yeah, and I had to stay for this in this room, living with other 8 people in one building, sharing bathroom and sharing shower, sharing kitchen for 14 months. But that wasn't the bad thing. The bad thing that I was living there with no specific day or date telling me that, okay, in this day you will know about your future, you can plan your future. It is not possible to do that. So I wasn't offered that date. I
Mhm.
have to stay there for how long, I don't know. No one knows, no one tell you anything. And basically it was very bad treatment, to the point I started to smoke marijuana a lot of weed because drink and because of it's legal here to smoke and to buy basically in the Netherlands. Maybe you know about it.
I used to smoke a lot of pot too, man. A lot of marijuana.
Yeah. So yeah, I started to smoke a lot to the point I was consuming around 2 grams of marijuana every day.
Oh, I do like 12 grams a day.
You're so powerful. I couldn't
Hey,
do 2
not
grams.
anymore, but when I did, yeah, I could it would just disappear.
Yeah, come on. You're a miracle.
Yeah.
I cannot do that.
So
So
how did you stop smoking cigarettes and pot?
yeah, this is where it came in. I at that time I went through very tough time. It was the worst period in my life. I was just getting some. I was passing over in the floor, getting seeing some stuff, seeing myself in a in a very black dark area, talking to something, and yeah, all of these illusions and hallucination, and just I just gave up. I said I wanna go, I wanna die,
Yeah.
but I wasn't. Maybe I shouldn't say that, but I didn't have the will to do it. Like I was just trying, yeah, let the time pass, and I wanted to sleep. I got also myself into hunger strike for 14 days without 3 days of them without water until I just passed over, and then they got the ambulance for me. They got me to the hospital, and how I was forced to get some water and get some drinks onto my body. So after that, during this tough time, I made a promise. I said, if somehow this situation changed and I got another opportunity to have like to be a normal human, to have some place to live in, to have normal life somehow, I'm not gonna miss that out. I should change. And it came up the opportunity in last May, 4 months ago exactly, because it was the 2nd of May. It was the day they gave me a decision. Finally, they said that, yeah, okay, you deserve to be a refugee, a political refugee here because of your activities and because what happened to you. And then in 2nd May, they said, yeah, gonna give you some place to live in and you can live now normally. So 2nd of May, I came to this apartment. I start to do some renovation, some furnituring and stuff. And I lived here. I left the camp. And at that point, I keep always, every day, remind myself with this promise. During that tough time, I always wanted to have my normal life back. And I couldn't, but now I have a second chance. So I started from May to do some research about keto, about health, about stuff, and I started also to apply to get myself enrolled in one of the top universities in Europe here to study master in business and in entrepreneurship and consultancy. And yeah, I applied for the university. They required some certificate, like for English language, because it's an English language program. I got myself into an exam for the first time in approximately 15 years, because I'm 35 now. The last time I had an exam, it was like 2021. So
That's great.
yeah, and I found myself sitting on front of the computer, answering language test exam for 3 hours.
Hmm.
And it was very challenging because at that time I didn't have confidence. I lost self trust. I don't trust myself anymore because of all of what happened and all of that tough time. Yeah, but I did great. I got the exam is from 9. It's IELTS exam basically international English testing system, something, but it's kind of following the British and Canadian, Australian system, not the USA, because for the USA there is another exam, but they are kind of similar. I got 7.5 in the exam. The highest point is 9, so
That's great.
7.5 of out of 9. Yeah, and then I applied for the university. They did an interview and they said, "Yeah, you are the perfect match," and they got me accepted, enrolled. So I'm starting on Monday.
That's
Like,
awesome. Congratulations, man. That's
thank,
exciting.
thank you.
New
On this,
start, man. And you got your new health, man. You're doing great, dude. So what health issues brought you to the carnivore diet, Sam?
well, at that time with this transformation, I didn't want it to be just like I'm gonna get into university. I wanted to change my behaviors and break my habits.
Mm,
So first, I quit all of. I started to quit smoking with stopping with carnivore. So from May
me too.
to, yeah, with from May to the end of June, I was doing my research, watching Curry's of Homestead How videos, and saying, "Wow, this guy is awesome," and you feel that he's true to himself when he speaks. Like you feel that he's honest. He's not trying to tell anything. He's not trying to just imitate or do something that is shady or something. And I kept watching his video, and then he started to talk about Ken Berry, Dr. Ken Berry, Dr. Anthony Chevy, and all this guy. And then I found myself with all of this information. And it's a great community. A lot of nice people. They know that we are in a round or in a circle of addiction.
Hmm.
Everything around us is calling us to go through this addiction. If you are watching a TV show, you will find a lot of advertising for shitty food, snacks, and shitty food. If you are walking in the street, you will find the advertising on the street. If you are, if you are even watching YouTube, you might find an advice advertising for some, yeah, some shitty stuff. And this circle of addiction, the only way to get out of it is to find support from others, to try to circle yourself or to get yourself involved in this as a community and try to make them as a support group for you. And I did that, but not in a way that is I mean, I just did that by watching the videos and trying to make myself most of the time motivated by watching the videos and the stories of the great guys you host and the great people who appear with Kerry on Homestead How, and Dr. Canberry's videos are amazing. And yeah, so from May to 1st July, I'm doing my research. In 1st July, I quit smoking. I started carnivore. First 40 days were perfect because at that 40 days, I was basically spending most of the time alone. I don't have any connections here. I'm new to the city. I don't have any obligation to anyone. I don't do anything. I just sit at home, go for walking, ride the bicycle for a while, and cook my food. And I was never hungry at that time. I don't let myself to become hungry at all. But after these 40 days, I got some friends around me, and then I get invited for a beer, for a drink. And beer here is a culture. Like if you want to socialize with a group of people, you have to drink beer. And I love beer for
Me too. I used to.
so yeah, this was one of issue, but beer wasn't the main issue for me, because for me, I like to drink beer, but occasionally I never got myself drinking whole amount or 2 liters or something in a day. So it's just maybe once a month or once every week, and that's it. So yeah, and I got over the pizza and stuff, and then I found myself getting involved in a society or on this circle of addiction again.
Mm.
And then I did it. I felt off the wagon, and then I said, okay, now what is it? I'm going to get back to where I was, because if I got myself broken now, I would it would start by eating some junk, and then it will bring back the cigarettes, smoking again, and then smoking will bring marijuana and shitty life again. What I'm gonna do? And yeah, and then I said, no, even if I failed once, even if I cheated once, doesn't matter. I should continue.
Absolutely.
Uh, yeah, it's like this psychology. Like if you fail once, you should learn from it and try to find a way, and but keep going. But if you fail again, you have to do the same. You only lose if you stop. And this is a decision. Like I made it like this. Yeah, I found it even now more challenging because in the college where I do my master program, and here in Europe, this vegan propaganda is everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, everyone was in the first day in the introduction session. Everyone had to talk about what they love to eat, what they love to cook, what they do, and yeah, everyone was talking about vegan because it's healthy. I am eating now vegetables because it's healthy. I care about my health, and so on. And then I went up on the stage and said, "I eat meat." So basically, I eat vegetarians because they are healthy,
Yeah.
full of nutrients. And then one of the teaching staff was so pissed off at me because I don't know why, but maybe because I was trying to communicate a message that yeah, if you put that vegetables are healthy, you are tricked. It doesn't make sense because a healthy person is a person who have a very good body shape, like muscles and stuff. And to build these muscles, you cannot build this muscle from vegetables at all, or with carbohydrates, or yeah. So yeah, and now I am just trying to. I made some good communication with some butcher shop there, meat shop, and I made an agreement with him because like cow organs like livers and kidneys and hearts, even bones, it's not popular here. Not many people eat it. So I made with him a good agreement. Keep my part in the cow, keep it separate for me. I will come for you every week once to pick it up. And I got a very good price since I live now on the state support. So I need to be taking care of my expenses so much because basically I get just 600 euro per month, and this is all of what I have to spend on bills, on internet, on everything. Yeah, and I started to focus on just trying to eat home as much as possible,
Hmm.
but yet I am still finding it challenging because I go to school from 9, I finish at 6, and then even after 6, I have some meetings to do some assignments or to do some work with some companies, and then I could spend around 12 hours away from home. And during that time, I'm really doing a lot of efforts and I'm becoming exhausting. So yeah, I started to cook some food and take it with me, and people were all looking. Oh, you are only eating meat. I said, no, I'm eating meat, and this is eggs as well. I'm eating onions. I'm eating animals, and they say, "Oh, it's wrong. You will die. You should check your report." I told them I did check my reports, and everything is great. I can show you my test results, and everything is fixed. They say, "Oh, this is weird, and this is not sustainable, and this is blah." Say, okay, yeah. So this basically the health issue was I had many things. I talked a lot. I think it was out of the topic, but let's get back to your question. So I was having IBS, which was triggered with when I get stressed. So when I get stressed, I cannot even sometimes I cannot sit in a place. I have to go to the toilet to get this gas out most of the
That's
time.
how I was.
Yeah. And in the first week, it's gone.
Wow.
I was having a huge issue for me because as someone who's doing business or doing consulting job, you need to do a lot of meetings, and it is very important to check hands. My hands were sweating so much. So it was since my childhood, and we went to the doctor, and the doctor said, "Yeah, you need to do a surgery with some of the nerves in your body to do that." And then I said, "No, I can handle that. It's not a big deal. I'm gonna." And that was the only solution. Like my legs, my feet as well, and my hands, and I'm sweating a lot. And when I check hands, it's always wet. So, yeah, in the third week, it was fixed. I noticed that my hand is not wet anymore,
Wow.
and I'm not sweating as much as before
Good
at
for
all.
you.
And this thing, no one talked about it because I watch a lot of Dr. Ken Berry's videos. They all talk about IBS, they talk about sleep apnea, and they talk about a lot of other issues. But this excessive sweating is a huge deal. Like it, and it's not only me; it's my sister as well because we have this issue. Like it's in the family.
Mm.
So my sister has the same thing, and I told her, okay, try just 2 weeks to not eat any carbohydrates. Try to find animal protein source, animal food, and just try to eat that. And she said, yeah, it worked for her even.
Wow.
Yeah. So it was, yeah. So there was many reasons, and also I noticed that when I started carnivore with quitting cigarettes at the same time, at the first week, most of the people will have headache when you quit cigarette. You will have headache. You will be exhausted all of the time. You will be consumed. But I was very energetic. I was just going and coming, and then I was going to the gym every day, and then I needed something to do at home because I was very energetic. I went and bought these dumbbells behind me there, and I bought a bench and I started to train here, and then yeah, at that time also I did some mistakes. One of them is not eating enough fat. In the first 2 weeks, I didn't eat enough fat, so I had this constipation most of the time. And yeah, and then yeah, I found that it's normal to eat butter, just butter. You can eat butter. Yeah, what's the problem then? I started to eat butter, and then it's become like magic. And it's not only about that physical things and activities thing. It's also about the mind. In my work, I need to find solution because as an entrepreneur, you are a problem solver. You need to solve a lot of problems or to
Hmm.
find solutions for problems. And to do that, you need to go through a complicated process of analyzing issues and processes and evaluating situations and then creating a solution and then testing this. It's a very complicated process. And when I started the diet, I found myself achieving a lot. Yeah, seriously, I did stuff in my business which, if before July, before I started the diet, if I was going to do that, it would need like a month
Hmm.
to do it, a month of like full-time job to do this stuff. And then I found myself doing it in 3 days.
Wow.
But just because my mind got clearer, I got a whiteboard in the other room and I just stand up, get all of my ideas on the whiteboard, make the connections, and then, yeah, that's it. Before, I would just stand and then I feel lazy and then I get lost and then I need to eat something because this is another thing that when I was eating that shit, I was always hungry. No matter what I eat, I'm
Hmm.
always hungry. And it was consuming not only my body, it was consuming my pocket as well, my wallet. So it's it's weird because we eat a lot and you are never satisfied. But with one steak or ribeye, wow. It's just like when I even talk about ribeye, it's like talking about Marilyn Monroe for me. You know Marilyn Monroe? It's
Hmm.
a whole thing. Yeah, it's amazing. Yeah, so it helped me to quit smoking. It got me very energized. I had this, I was harsh on myself after the 40 days when I got myself eating some pizza and stuff and some crap.
Yeah, your friend brought pizza, I think you said in one of your videos.
Yeah.
That damn pizza, man.
Yeah, and then yeah, I said, okay, it's not a problem. You can fall, but stand up. It's your decision. You
It's
will
like
only
a
fall if you
child.
fall.
Kids fall
Yeah,
all the time, but they laugh about it and they get right back up and start playing again.
that's true. That's true. But it was also hard. Like, I mean, in these 40 days, it was the best 40 days in my life because yeah, because I was the best version of myself. My body was function very, very active, and I had very clear mind. But when I sleep and then when I try to get back, it's hard this time. It's harder. And when you feel that, when you get that feeling in the 40 days, you always want to achieve it back again, and
Mm.
it's becoming harder and harder, especially when you spend a lot of time around this circle of addiction, which is around you everywhere. And if you are even scrolling in social media everywhere, you will find some crap, some stuff
Somewhere.
which is directed to destroy your health
Hmm.
directly. It's everywhere, and it's weird because people never talk about it. They never say, stop doing that, stop destroying our health. You keep talking about peace, and you keep talking about democracy and all of this propaganda, but at the end, you are killing people just to make some money. Whether
Yeah.
this killing is happening through weapons, where you sell to other countries, or even you sell in the street in the US, or even if this is happening just through food, which makes people addiction and is directed to destroy their health.
It's profit over people.
Exactly. So any claim other than that is just fake. If
We got a couple comments, Sam.
great.
Eric Carnivore RN says hello.
Hello, Eric.
Rachel says, hey all.
Hey, Rachel.
You guys, if you have a question for Sam, put a Q in front of it. That'd be awesome. Oh, okay. I skipped one here. Eric says he's cooking bacon. How do you eat a lot of bacon?
I do, but not so much because it doesn't feel well for me. I don't know.
The pork?
No, it's not about the pork. It's just about the bacon itself.
Well, I mean, are you eating pork bacon or beef bacon?
Pork.
Okay, try some beef bacon sometime. See if your
Yeah,
butcher's got any beef bacon.
yeah, I will try that.
You might your stomach might do that a little bit better. Rachel says, I'm good eating some shrimp and butter. There you go. You were just talking about eating butter, my guy. With some rotisserie chicken. Might have some hot dogs later. Not too hungry. Rachel, you're making me hungry.
Yeah, it's like
What does a week of eating look like for you, Sam? What do you eat in a week?
um uh well, it's 90% meat, but fatty meat.
What type of meat?
Beef for sure. I love beef,
What's your
but
favorite cut of beef?
ribeye, of course. But ribeye is expensive for me, so I eat just any the most fat cut, and that's it. I sometimes I do it with water, like I make it like a soup. Sometimes
Hmm.
I do it like on the grill, so it depends.
How do you like your eggs?
Ah, scrambled.
Me too. Me too. Lots of butter, scrambled eggs. You ever try
Sure.
a power bowl?
Oh, I
It's
no.
got the eggs, ground beef, and bacon and butter mixed in there, all
Yeah,
in one
yeah,
bowl.
yeah. I did it once, but it didn't work with me. I saw some videos. I think it was Bill
Ah,
from
yeah.
last time. He was doing it, and it looked good. But when I tried to do it, I couldn't do it like him. I don't know why.
How many times a day are you eating? One meal a day, two, three?
Now it's one because of this time. I eat in the morning, early morning before leaving, and then I keep myself uh, during the day just hydrated with the water, drinking
Hmm.
water and salt. Sometimes I get some food with me, so I eat in the college. Yeah.
You guys, make sure you subscribe to Sam's channel here. Sam the man, dude. He's a carnivore pioneer. He's literally a man on a mission. I was your 13th subscriber today. Um,
Yeah.
you guys, we got to get his numbers up. Please go. I got his handle right here at Carnivore Pioneers. If you guys could please subscribe, that'd mean a lot to me. It'd mean a lot to Sam. He really's got some cool videos. I was watching them, and man, your thumbnails are wild. I love them.
Well, I'm doing marketing, so I kind of have some background.
Yeah, no, it's great, and I love your logo here, man. Like Carnivore Pioneers, that's a great logo, dude. And it's got the guy making the muscle and the cow there, dude. That's the bomb. I love that.
Yeah, it is.
Rachel says, "Oh, Puckle Moonshine family. Hey, how you doing, Rachel?" John is on here. Carnivore Backwoods. See, all the carnivores are coming out to support you, Sam. That's
Hello,
John.
Carnivore.
Carnivore Backwoods. That's John. He says hello. Let's see here. Trying to find some more right here. Rachel says subscribed Carnivore Pioneers. She just subscribed to your channel.
Thank you, Rachel. I hope you like the channel and you like the next videos.
Yes, I'm sure they will. Susan, how you doing? Susan says, "Hey, Sam."
Hey, Susan, how are you doing?
Susan says she just finished eating buttery, cheesy eggs. Ooh,
Come on,
frugalness
man.
today.
It's not right for me to become hungry now, so tell them not to mention a lot of food now.
Yeah, stop talking about food. Yeah, I tell you, Sam. Sometimes I get done with these interviews and I go downstairs. I'm like, I need some eggs or something. Like they just made me hungry on the live stream.
Yeah.
So it does happen to me too, Sam. Gerard laughed out loud at that one. Too funny. Yeah, Sam, he is a I can tell you got a great sense of humor, man. Like I love the way you
Oh,
told your
thank
story.
you. Thank you.
Who's your carnivore? Who is your carnivore? Sam's the man. Sam's our carnivore. He says, "Hey everyone."
Hey, who's here?
Man, everybody's saying hi to you, man. Low carb, carnivore, hey. Yeah, if you guys got make sure you guys put a question in there for Sam, man. He has been all over the place. He's had a crazy life so far, and it's only getting crazier. Like he's just sky's the limit, man. Now he's blasting off like a rocket. Who's your carnivore? I'm eating chuck roast made in the what is that?
Oh,
South feed?
great. Yeah,
Sous
and
vide.
bread.
Oh yeah, I just learned that yesterday. Sorry, sous vide. I used to think it was a SUV like a car. Sous vide and grilled. It's pretty good, but it's still chuck roast. You guys, man, yeah, you keep talking about food, man. You're making us hungry here.
It's 2 a.m. here, guys.
Yeah, you guys. He was nice enough. I didn't. It just slipped my mind, man, that he's in another country, and I sent him my normal calendar for people in the U.S. And I should have just normally when people are across the pond in a different country, I usually just go back and forth in email, and then just word to word, and try to figure out what's good for you and what's good for me. So next time when he comes on, it'll be a little bit different time, but he's gonna be in better spirits because he's actually won't be dead tired at 2 a.m. So he's a blessing that he's up here. Oh, Kroger had bone-in ribeye for $8 a pound. Nice.
Wow.
Sam is at 17 subscribers now. Let's
Wow.
go. Let's bring it up
Wow.
again, guys. Because
Thank
I
you,
did.
brother.
It won't say the. Well, yeah, it actually will. Let me refresh it here, so it does say 17. Let me refresh it. Boom,
18.
18. You're growing, man. You're at 18 now.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah,
Thank you.
you guys. Yeah, that means the world because he's got a story to share, man, and everybody has their own angle on how they're coming at carnivore and just all the beautiful things that just eating meat only is doing for our lives. You know what I'm saying? Hoosier says, "I will sub." Thank you.
Thank you, Hoder. I would like to share something with you guys.
Yes, absolutely.
So I have been to Armenia
Mm-hmm.
like 2 weeks ago. Armenia is a country in Eastern Europe as well. So it's a very small country, but very rich. It's actually the first Christian country in the world,
Hmm.
the first country which adopted Christianity. And I have been in a village near the borders, and I actually speak a little bit of Russian. So I when I went there, I talked with the people and said, okay, I need a butcher, and they said, yeah, we have this butcher. And then when I entered, I found a butcher lady. She's incredible, and I have some videos which I plan to do them some editing and add them in the next video. But I can share with you some raw version of them here, and you will be amazed of what you see.
Mhm. Absolutely. Hey, we do have a quick question. He says eating good tonight. Oh. I thought that was I got a bowl of shrimp. Yeah, I saw. All right, I thought that was a cue. I'm sorry. That was
Yeah,
just a.
not a problem.
Dane says, "Have you heard of WWE?
Of course,
You
wrestling.
watch some wrestling from time to time?
Yeah, of course, The Rock. I grow up on these channels, guys. You keep talking about American stuff, but you think that it's American. It's worldwide. So
Worldwide. Okay.
yeah,
Well, we don't want to be conceited and just assume everybody watches what we watch.
the only thing we don't watch is the Super Bowl.
Oh, the Super Bowl.
Yeah, we don't watch it.
Well, you guys actually watch soccer, not
Yeah,
that. That's football to you guys over there. Our football is different.
different. Yeah.
Yeah. Susan says, "Well, I am watching videos. It makes me oh, when I am watching videos, it makes me hungry too. That's why I ate beforehand." Yeah, I tried to eat before too. Uh, Dane, yeah, sure, you could tell a joke just as long as it's appropriate. Low carb car. Okay, let me see. I am enjoying seeing the new channels and interacting. Yeah, you guys. He's okay. We got a question down here. He's got a great channel here. What challenges do you face there eating carnivore that we may not here in the U.S.? So what challenges you got over there?
Well, for me, because I'm new to this place or to this country, I need to socialize a lot. And socializing brings always talking about the diet, about food, and you need to go out with people, eat with them. So it feels weird to them to just when I say, okay, I need to eat steak, and this steak should be cooked with butter, not with oil, and this is something weird for them to hear because also this vegan propaganda, as I said, here in Europe, it's very strong, and people believe that if they eat just grass and vegetables, they will be very healthy and they will have the superpower. But yeah, so this is a big challenge that maybe in the US you already settled, you have your community, you have your people around you, and you can control stuff. But for me, sometimes I have to make sacrifices to make a connection with a person because at the end, if I wanted to find a job, I wanted to work, I wanted to prosper here, I need these connections so hard. This is a challenge that you don't have in the US. For someone who is from a Dutch person who can do carnivore, I think it would be easier for them to do it more than in the US, because here the quality of feed and of meat is, I think, higher. Nature here is great, and I actually go to a farm. Maybe one day I will film some videos from there, and I see the cows myself. I go there once a week, and yeah, it's amazing. It's very, when I look at the cow, I say, yeah, I wish if I can take you over.
So there's not many carnivores out by you.
I never met someone, and it was a surprise when I talked about it in the college. I talked about it in front 120 colleague of mine and staff, teaching staff. So they found it like very weird, and some of them thought I'm joking. And
Well,
then they had to confirm with me that, oh, we thought you were joking. You just eat meat? I say, yeah, I eat
yeah.
only animals
Hey,
products.
you want to go out to dinner? Let's go get a steak. Let's go get a ribeye. Hey, low carb says our food eats their food. The vegans.
Yeah.
Gerard, he says, question, where are you from? I missed it.
I'm from Egypt, Gerard. It's a country in North Africa. We have pyramids, we have Sphinx, we have some old civilization, great
Yeah, they've got
civilization.
Egypt is where the aliens first landed, and they made
Exactly.
all the pyramids and stuff.
They landed in Egypt and then they built the pyramids and disappeared.
Man, I think they could be under the ground, underneath the pyramids, and nobody's just checked underneath. Like, have they ever just lifted up and looked? Like,
Yeah, we need to say that it's a joke so no one thinks that we are crazy or something.
no, I would actually like to see the pyramids one day. Have
Yeah,
any of
you
you
have
guys
to.
else seen the pyramids? Because you've seen them, right, Sam?
Yeah, of course, many times. I
Yeah,
live
I haven't seen
nearby,
it once,
so
man. So that's I'm envious there, man. What?
yeah.
So you said your sister tried it. Is she still trying carnivore,
Well, she has a different
or did she
circumstance.
dry off her hands and now she's done with it?
No, the problem there is that during this time in Egypt, inflation is growing so much. So it's like one kilogram. If you are working with an average salary in Egypt, your salary, your whole month salary, would buy for you 10 kilograms of meats, and that's it.
Mm,
So basically, her salary will buy for her 10 kilograms of meat, and then she can't live with anything else.
mm.
So it's it's 10 kilograms. It's like 22 pounds for
Anybody
you.
else in your family doing carnivore?
Well, they are trying basically for now because of this expenses and because the prices. They try to switch from eating like full crab to reducing that, and I convinced them even if you have to eat some vegetables, focus on vegetables that is less with carbohydrates and has
Hmm.
some protein in it, because it's just a financial issue. It's not like a belief.
Yeah, I got you. Susan says, I think filming at the farms is interesting. I think that is what I'm going to do. That kind of thing with my channel. Have a lot of farms near me. That's cool. Yeah, I'm in Wisconsin. We've got nothing but farms here. I need to find a local farm to buy from. Yeah, just do what I did, low carb carnivore. Just go on Google and type in grass fed beef near me, and it should pop up maybe, at least 6 to 12 different local farms near you, and then just, click on them and then call the farmer up, talk to them. I'm sure they're going to be shocked that they're someone's looking them up on Google. Let me pull up your channel again here. Boom, boom. Let me refresh it, see what we're at. Boom, 18 still. You guys, if we could get him to 20 subscribers, I know I'm not as big as Carrie's channel, man. I can't send you 1,000 right
Come
away,
on, man. Come on, man.
but
I'm
I
grateful
know
to
we
be
can get
here.
you 2 more subscribers, my guy. You guys, if you guys are out there, if there's 2 of you listening that haven't subscribed to Sam's channel, please subscribe. Let's hit 20 subscribers. That would just be awesome, man. Because you guys can do that, man. I know you can.
Can I share the screen of my computer, or it would?
Yeah, yeah. Is it give you the option?
I think yeah, I have the option here, and
Yeah, yeah, sure.
I can share a video file. Great. So just keep with the comments until I found the video.
Okay, yep. Yeah, you guys, I will be on here again, and after I'm done with Sam here, we're gonna do like a Labor Day weekend kickoff. Sam, you're more than if you want to stay up again, but I'm assuming you probably either woke up early or you haven't gone to bed yet. Which one?
Well, basically, I will have to go to the bed because I have a lot of things to do tomorrow.
I
So
got you. But
yeah, but
yeah,
I
you're
can I
still
can stay
invited,
in.
even if you change your mind, Sam. I don't want to not, send you an invite. Like you're a new kid on the block. You're more than welcome to come to the party. You know what I'm saying?
Appreciate so much.
But
Appreciate so
if you got to sleep, I understand that too. That's a normal thing us carnivores do. Yes, Google. That is how I found the organic farm meat. Yes, you guys go on Google. Just Google grass-fed beef near me, and it'll probably bring up a couple butcher shops, a couple grocery stores that you know obviously know that sells meat, but it will bring up a couple local farms for you. And yeah, I got a bunch of them here in Wisconsin, Kelly's Meats and all sorts of them. It's great options. Is it working for you, Sam?
I think so.
Gerard says, "Wow, we are lucky in the U.S. As long as you put out videos, I will watch. I love when people take their health seriously." Yeah, he's taking his life back, man, and he's in full control right now, man. He's the captain of his own ship, and Sam is sailing to whatever port he wants to, man. He's on fire right now. Low carb carnivore. I tried before, and all that popped up was places like Butcher Box. I got you. Yeah, try it again. Try grass fed beef near me. Try that because it works for me. There's got to be, unless you really don't have farmers in your area, that could be. Um, but you might even, if you're in the city, you might have to drive out of your city a little bit. Maybe like a 45-minute drive or something. Do what you got to do though. People should really know their farmers. They should know how their animals, like your food's being treated. You should know what your food's eating, how it was processed, all that stuff. So your local farmers, they're gonna probably hook you up with some really good fresh stuff and probably for a lot cheaper than you'd get it at the grocery store because they don't have this big ass building with all these air conditioners and lights and everything. It's gonna be a lot less overhead, so that should cut down on the price. Organic ground beef is 15 pounds for $90 this weekend. That ain't bad at all. Susan, thank you. Appreciate you guys. Hopefully we can get Sam to 20 subscribers. You guys, I'm gonna pull his thing up again while he's oh, there it is. Is this it?
Yeah, this is the video. This is in Armenia, in the village in Armenia, in a very, very tiny, small village in Armenia. I went there and I bought like 5 kilograms of meat, and she was like, "Wow!" Like all of she had like 8 kilograms, and I
So
got,
that's your butcher?
yeah, she's a butcher.
That's awesome. See, you guys, he's taking it to the next level. He's so carnivore. He knows where he's friends with who does his meat. Like that's awesome, dude. You're next level carnivore, Sam.
Thank
You
you.
you got another video? Is this gonna keep playing, or you want me to
Yeah, I
remove
have
it?
I have another video, but I have to share it with you on the program here.
Okay. Whoops.
It's
Yeah, you guys, if you got, while I got him here in the flesh, man, put a question in there for Sam, man, because he's the dude, man. Sam the man. This it?
Yeah.
Wow, look at that.
I took just some shortcuts for video editing, and mixing up stuff.
You guys, look at this content he's got coming. Man, she's cutting that right on like big ass pieces of wood, like logs, tree trunks, man. That's awesome, dude.
Yeah.
I suppose then you could cut it and you're not worried about the blade messing up your table. It's just a
Actually, she was very clever because as a lady, I didn't imagine that she could do this because she was using these knives and blades very, very well.
yeah. Don't piss her off.
No, never. She was very happy actually.
Be nice to your butcher, man. You never know what they might do. What's it say? I'm in the northern burbs of Minnesota. LOL. I probably just didn't look hard enough. Yeah. Google grass-fed beef near me. I guarantee in Minnesota, like you've got farms like I do. I am chummy with my butcher at Sam's Club. LOL. Sam's Club. No, that's fine. Do you? Do you? I'm not getting on you. But man, dude, Sam, that was awesome. Next level. You guys, let's pull it up one more time. Sam the man here, dude. Dude, you guys, he's a man on a mission. He's going from 19. You guys, we need one more sub. We need one more, guys, if we can hit 20. I swear we can do this, guys. I don't have the biggest crew with me, but we have enough tigers where we can, Tiger Gang, we can do this, man. Come on, guys. I got my
Yeah,
fingers crossed. Oh, it's still at
yeah,
19.
guys, all of what I wish that you as a community, because you are in the US, you are more powerful than me here. You need to spread the message. Everyone should know that we are living in a circle of addiction. Everything around us is actually cons- conspiring against us. They are trying to make us addicted to sugar, addicted to cigarettes, addicted to carbs, which at the end destroying our health. So we should find somehow and keep this word, spread this word everywhere. And I think there's a great thing which is Kerry
20.
from Homestead doing the Carnivore Diet movie. This is will be a very great achievement if Kerry succeeded, and I am sure he will with your support, guys, and made his movie, and this movie become available on Netflix. Here we have Netflix, Amazon, everything is here. It will be a great addition, and it will spread the word fast.
It's going to spread to the world. Sam, you just hit 20 subscribers.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it, guys, and I hope the new videos you will like it so much. And yeah, by the way, I love to give. So anyone who got into business or anything, totally for free, nothing attached, nothing at all. I have some great methods with using AI, integrating it to analyze businesses, because this is basically what I'm doing in this master program I'm studying now. If you have a business idea and you need to validate it and you need to get some information, I have a link on my website, which is the business website, totally for free. You can go there and you can get a report designed by a highly trained AI model. And I think this report you will get, it will be an average business idea validation report from an average consultant firm. So if anyone needs that, I can give the link, or if anyone is interested in that, I can give you the link, guys, and you can go and check it out. You need just to answer some questions, and based on your answers, the AI will analyze and will get you a very good report. If anyone is interested, just let me know. If none, great. Appreciate you being subscribers on the channel.
Yeah, you guys, Sam can help you take your business to the next level. He knows how to analyze. He'll crunch numbers. He'll crunch all the info. He'll get on the whiteboard, man, and he's just gonna make it happen. Hope Paris says subscribed. Let's check this out one more time before we head out, Sam. I gotta know what you're at, bud. I'm just so curious now, dude. Let's refresh this.
Oh,
21.
we did it. Thank
Man,
you, guys. Thank you. I appreciate so much. And thank you, JT. It was
yes,
a very nice time. And I would like to spend some time more next time with you.
at
Maybe
a
next time
reasonable
we'll have
hour.
something. Yeah, we'll have something prepared to talk about with people. We can discuss some ideas. And yeah, it was really fun. I'm really grateful for bringing me here. And yeah, appreciate all of you. And I wish you keep doing what you are doing, keep prospering, and let's get this carnivore diet movie done, because this is basically will spread our word, will help us, because this is the only way out of this addiction circle,
Mhm.
is to get everyone to become a carnivore.
Right. No, I'm
Thank you,
with you.
guys.
No problem. And thank you, man, for coming on here at 2 a.m. your time. I'm so sorry about that.
That's not a
Before we
problem.
wrapped up, my guys, my coach always says there's the first law of learning is repetition. So replay his story, replay his interview, because you might have missed something very important that you could use in your life that could help you. And there's value in Sam, and there's value in his story. So please replay it. You guys, this has been awesome. I'll catch you guys in a few hours for the Labor Day kickoff stream. Sam, we're out, man. And you're going to come back for an update, right?
I'm sure. Sure. My pleasure. Anytime.
All right, you guys, you had his word. Make sure you guys hold on to him. He's a good guy. We're out.